Hi everyone, Kelly here with the Siren and the Pirate Jewelry for the Adventurer channel, and thanks for tuning back in and watching my next tutorial. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to be making some earrings today, but I'm doing a little intro here first because I wanted to say thank you to, I've had so many new subscribers in the past few months. Unbelievable. I'm almost at 1,000. I think we're at like 835 or something like that, but that's amazing. I just want to say thank you to those who subscribed, and YouTube I don't know, I'm not always great at keeping up on the comments. I try to, but I don't always get notifications. But yesterday I went back through and I read all of these nice comments that I had missed for like months, and I was so touched. So thank you, all of you who encouraged me, and it really motivated me to get this next tutorial out to you today. And I'm hoping that in the next couple months I can reach 1,000 subscribers, because I would really like to do something with live videos, some lessons, or like get to know me, or check out the, my closet studio. The door is stuck right now because I think I've locked myself out. Whoops. I'll get back in there. Anyways, so in order to do live, you need at least 1,000 subscribers, at least to do it on your mobile device, which is really my only option to do it, because on my laptop it doesn't work out really well, and plus the camera is really bad on that. So if I get 1,000, I can start doing live stuff, and I think that would be kind of neat. I've got some ideas. So subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of this growing community, and to also be able to put out more tutorials and better content all the time. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? So we're in a race to 1,000 subscribers. I would also really like to do a big giveaway when I get to 1,000. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. It's gonna be something like cool, not just, it's gonna be something cool. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. I'll make something special for the giveaway. Other than that, I've been a little bit slower lately about putting tutorials out, and I just want you to know that, like, we're all in the same boat, I'm sure. Well, we're on the same boat, but the waves hit everybody a little bit differently. We've all had to pivot during this year, and business has gone down for a lot of people. I know for myself, when I moved back here from Turks and Caicos, I was planning on doing a lot of craft shows, and to help grow my business and direct business to my online store, which I did successfully, set that up. I got my online Etsy store up and running, but I've had to travel quite a bit, and so I've had to shut it down, and that really takes the momentum out of the sales. So I'm going to be traveling again for a couple months. I'm going to see some family, and one thing I have coming up is, on this travel, there's supposed to be a craft show, like a Christmas market, on November 1st. And so it will be my first like official jewelry like show that I've done. It's just a really small one. I think it's a great one to start off as. So I am mentally and physically preparing as though that show is going to happen, because there is still the possibility that it could get canceled. But what we have to do is we have to continue on, we have to push on, we have to plan for the things that we want to happen, but we just can't lose our sugar when it doesn't happen. So the tutorial today is, I've been working on fillers. So as I was going through my inventory for this craft show, I realized I wanted a few like smaller items that I could sell, like $5, $10 items. So I got all of my like just the stuff that's been laying around that I haven't used a lot, like beads and maybe some of my cheaper wire and cheaper ear wires. And I got everything out and I just started to create little easy things. So that's what we're going to do today. This is an idea for you if you're just looking for a filler piece. So this, I call it like, because fillers are easy, that's why they can be sold cheaper. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy for you. So just keep that in mind when I'm saying it's easy and you're like, oh my God, this is so hard. It's okay, because it's really only easy for those who are doing this, or maybe their skill level is further on, they've been doing it for a longer time. So don't feel bad if this is not easy for you, but the design itself is fairly simple once you know how to do a spiral. So I will take you through all that. So today we're doing a filler design, and then I'm thinking, so I've started making these earrings, and I've got some other, I used like different beads and stuff that were laying around. I think this is amazonite. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do that on the next tutorial. So maybe I'll fill this all, or film it all in one day and put them out. So sorry for the long intro. I know some of you are just coming for the tutorial, so you know, just skip by me. But otherwise, I thank you to everybody, and come along, we shall make something happen. God, like literally all my tools are in here, and I shut the door and oh no, oh, the table's in the way. Oh, the corner of the table is like, we're ready. I'm going to show you, these are the fillers that I have been making for the Christmas show. I know it feels so weird to talk about Christmas right now, and I am not one to ever prepare ahead of time for Christmas, but dude, I'm on the ball this year, I guess. So we're going to be doing, we're not going to be doing this one unless you want me to do that, then let me know in the comments. We're going to be doing this design. Da, 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 da. So we're going to actually do this one with just one bead, but know that you can make it Christmassy by adding 2 colored beads and all that. So let's go ahead and get started on this design. All right, to create this filler piece, and remember I'm calling it a filler piece because I'm not using expensive material, so I don't have to sell it for that much at the craft show I'm doing. I will probably price this at like, I don't know, $7, $10. You know, so there's just little things that you can turn out quickly and you can use to fill your table with. So the only thing that we need for this is, I'm using artistic wire, silver plated. It has a tarnish resistant coating, and it is 20 gauge wire we're using. The other ones I made using a brass wire, but from the same company. You will also need a pair of round nose pliers and a cutting tool, and either like chain nose or flat nose pliers. You can use whatever ear wires you have on hand. And the beads I'm using today, you can use whatever size you want, obviously, but I'm using 6mm beads. These are not anything expensive. They are just plastic beads. They look pretty, but you know, they're not natural stones or anything like that. Again, remember, we're keeping the cost very, very low so that we can sell low. Oops. These do look really cute on though, if I do say so myself. You will need to cut 5 inches of your artistic wire, or about like, I think it's like 13.5 centimeters. And then take your round nose pliers, and we're going to start at one end. We're going to make this larger spiral first. So in order to make this spiral, spirals can be tricky, especially if you're just learning them. Man, yeah, they can take some time. So we're going to grab the end of the wire with the end of your round nose pliers and give it a nice circle around, just stopping short of touching the other side. Then you're going to release, but you're going to keep the middle, or you're going to keep one of the prongs in the middle of the circle, and then just relocate it up higher. So I went from here to just releasing, grabbing up a little bit higher, and then I want to start to curve more without overlapping it. So with the spiral, I should show you what's going to go wrong, but I don't want to mess up this piece. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you how to do it right. So we're going to continue curving. Notice how I'm getting this part of it to bend, 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 and come around, and then stop and release. Take your pliers out so that you've just got this little curly cue at the end. Now, in order to make a tight spiral where pretty much it's right on top of each other, there's no spaces, I mean, between the wires. Here's what I do. I've had a lot of success with it and teaching other people how to do it this way. We're going to grab the center and then pull this around, release, grab, pull it around. I think this is a great way to get that tight spiral without marring up your wire. So the reason I'm having you hold the pliers in place and then bend the wire is if you do it the opposite way, where you hold the wire still and just try to turn and turn and turn with your pliers, it's going to scratch up the wire, especially this kind of cheaper wire. It could really muddy it up and take off that that surface layer of color and the tarnish resistant coating. So I'm using the pliers to hold the spiral in place so it doesn't move around on the surface, and then use my other hand to create the spiral. We're going to keep going till we have the size we want. I'd say that's pretty good. Now, before we do anything else with this one, because we're working with earrings, whatever you do on one earring, you immediately do it on the other earring to keep everything the same. So same thing over here. Grab the tip, start to circle it around, release, grab, one more little turn, and that's all you need to get it started. Grab your chain nose or flat nose pliers, hold it in place, continue spiraling around. We're going to try to get it the same size as the other one. So along the way, I just kind of check when I think it's about the same. I'll hold them up and then see. That's pretty close. Maybe this one needs like a little half turn more. I think that's good. All right, so they're the same size. The next part we're going to go to the top of the wire, grab it, and then bend it at a 90-degree angle coming up. Okay. Same thing. Grab, counter bend up. Now, this part I am going to use my chain nose pliers. Right where the bend is, I'm going to grab it with the end of the pliers, bend this top wire straight down the back side. And you can always go in and make sure, give it a little squeeze here to make sure it's standing straight up. We'll do the same thing here. Bend it straight back and down. Okay, next part. All right, now the next part, we're going to go to the end of the wire and do another spiral. So same thing as before, you're going to get the wire started. Sorry, off camera. Grab your other flat nose or chain nose pliers, hold that spiral in place, and we're going to curl this all the way up to the top. The spirals don't have to be perfect either. If they're kind of like funky and have some corners and edges in your spirals, which can happen, just go with it, because you could turn it into like a Halloween looking thing. Just put some like black beads on it. It'd be kind of funky and cool. Oh, I was talking and I didn't really explain. Just kind of, well, we'll do it on the other one. I just kind of got going and I didn't explain very well. Sorry, Lucy. Okay, in camera, Kelly. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm just doing my best. I don't always stay in frame, but when I do, it's worth it. Okay. The itsy bitsy spider ran up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider was at the stopping place. Okay, so we're here. So all you're gonna do is you want to overlap this bottom one with the top one, so just curl it around. I'll show you the back side. That just gets tucked under automatically. It's easy, yeah, it's easy. I think so. So this part of the earring is done. Let's go on. All right, now to do the bead portion, you'll need your beads. And I've cut off about like 1.5 inches of wire. And so this is how we're going to make this. Grab the tip of the wire, curve it down till it touches. And then we're going to put a little counter bend because we want this loop not going off to the side but going straight up and down. So you have to put a counter bend in it. So I grab the middle of the loop and then put the other prong down just below where the two wires meet, and then curve it straight up. So now we have that look. Okay, put your bead on. Now, depending on the size of your bead or how many beads you're using, you might need more or less of the wire. So it can be really hard to gauge exactly how much wire you need. We don't want to be wasteful, but you know, we try our best. You're going to have scraps either way. So one of the things you can do to make sure that this is close and tight on the opposite side as I put a little counter bend in this side, and then hold, oops, got away from me. Shit. Stay there, you bugger. That's about how big I'm gonna want my loop, so just take the rest of it over and around, and then you can always curl it down towards the bead. Okay, so you end up with this. Whatever is left over then, I'm just gonna trim off. And just make sure you have a little bow tie thing going on. And then do that with the other one too. And now to put everything together. So we're going to open up the jump ring. So make sure you twist, never pull open the jump ring. Twist to close back down. Put that on. And there you go. Voila. Cute, right? I think they're super cute. All right, so while I'm finishing up this other one, I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll be doing, I think, some more filler pieces. You know, it's nice to be able to have little easy projects to turn out and do. But I will also be working on some other wire weaving projects coming up, and help my channel move towards 1,000 subscribers. And then I can do some live stuff and more get to know me type of things if you're interested in that. I had a few people that shared some of my tutorials to a group they were with, and that helped me out so much. So whoever did that, thank you so much, because I had a lot of traffic come my way just by you sharing some of my videos with your group. And thank you guys so much. Hang in there. I know this year has just been crazy, but you know, we will persevere. Get on, keep creating, keep doing what you do, keep making the world a better place. Love, 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 love. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.